the young people. They've taken the leadership themselves. In terms of agriculture, everything, the young people are more involved, that they develop their own country. So for me, culture, agriculture, all these things, I think, and when you look into it, my colleague, that it's similar with here in Zambia, where the head of state is trying by all means, pursuing the young people, that please, we may have our challenges, but first of all, can we all of us become hard work? Can we ensure that all of us agriculture becomes number one to a nation? That's what is there. It's the same. And also the closeness to the young people. It's the same Akainda has been. If you have seen, President Akainda has been too much to the young people, appealing to the young people, let's be together, bring out your issues. It's the same even there. Number two, in terms of peace and security, unity itself, there is a serious business. Yes, even here it's the same, but there peace and unity, security for their country. Collectively, all of us, all of them, they say, this is our country. We may have our differences, we may have our own political parties, but when it comes to security and unity, they agree, all of them. They are moving as one, which is very important. So those are the few things which I can say. And Tulane, we know us, we have been in power for 4 years. We spend most of our time in opposition 23 years. So you're saying our colleagues are done 20. How can we do 40?
You're trying to do 40.
Yes.
Before we discuss how you can get to 40, you just said UPND has been in office for 4 years.
Yes.
What would you highlight as the biggest achievement so far, especially zeroing in on young people?
First of all, I'll tell you that we have done a lot to the young people, to the nation at large. And I'll say that in the 4 years, first of all, if you remember very well, under the last regime, there was first employment freeze. I think this government has tried to bring the young people in terms of nurses, teachers, police officers, ZNS, ZAF, everything, to ensure that a certain number from the young people can benefit from this cake, so that at least certain families are able to put food on the table. It's not 100%, but I think every year, President Akainda has seen that he gives to the young people. The biggest achievement, which I've said many times, to this generation, to these young people, those who voted for Akainda in 2021, first of all, it's a free education itself. Muhambe, I'll tell you that free education is an equalizer to this nation. You can't develop your country if people are not educated. And you have seen many times now that people are crying that this government of UPN are just employing those who have gone to school, those who have gone to school. It's not because they didn't want to go to school, but because they could not afford with their parents.
So let's go step by step. You talked about free education. Free education has been criticized because of the quality of education being compromised, because there are more pupils in classes. You have teachers who are fatigued because they're dealing with so many students. There are not enough desks, so children are learning from the floor. What will be done? What's the plan to improve the quality of the education? Yes, there's free education, but there's also the quality side of it.
Thank you very much. First of all, let's appreciate the free education it has come. The big numbers going to school than being in the street. Our responsibility as parents is to push our young people, the children, to go to school, to go and learn. The issue now is to bring all those issues now. How do we make quality education? How do we perfect our education? I think these are the things now all of us collectively as a nation pointing out. Okay, Paja, Palbe, my desk. Are we giving? Yes, we are giving. Is it enough? It's not enough. Do we have enough teachers? So at the end of the day also is to create wealth to the nation, to ensure that we put it. But the steps, we have started a step for to say, here we are starting from here as a nation. It's a collective responsibility as a nation to say that we have free education now. So what are other things missing which we can perfect as a nation? And these are the things now we need to bring out, that this government of Againde HLM and UPND start now implementing bit by bit until we have that quality education. Because I would cheat to say that we can quality education just there and then. No, it's a process on its own. But the foundation has been laid now. How do we now perfect it to ensure that all these things which we are lacking as a nation, they are able to put in that the free education itself can bring more impact to this nation and develop this country. So I will tell you that the step which we have taken as a country, as a nation, as a political party, together with the president, together with the government, it is a good step we have done. So yes, certain things have not been done. Do we have a lot of children? Yes, we have got a lot of children. Others are sitting on the floor. They may sit on the floor, yes. But are we providing desks? Yes, we are providing. Are we providing teachers? We are providing teachers. So these things are an ongoing thing. So all we need, Mugambe, is to ensure that we support this government. So we have done it. The other issue is to do with the CDF itself. The CDF itself, Mugambe, some of us now at least we have traveled. In my 10 years, I think being a national youth chairman for 5 years, for 6 years, I think I've moved in this country. In opposition, I saw the rural part the way it is. Today, I can assure you that most of the rural part, there is an infrastructure of a house of a teacher, a house of a nurse, school is there to supplement or to ensure that a teacher, when he's being employed, can go and stay in that house. What we are saying about education. So all these things are being done.
But CDF has also been criticized because of the lack of movement when it comes to people having access to that, to the fund, based off of the guidelines.
And if you have seen, if the first year, first of all, in 2021, 2022, we had that challenges 2023. But if you have seen now, most of our members of parliament and other people now, councillors, they are trying by all means that this CDF reaches its own citizens, their own community. I think they're trying their best. And I will tell you that I've gone and I'm seeing every polling station, every school where there's a community school, they're putting in a 1x2, 1x3 classroom. So it is a process. What we have done now as a government is to share the few resources which we have. President Akainda said the little money which we have, we share it quite all of us. You cannot compare the CDF of the last government and the CDF of the Upnd. So we are going now in a rural part to share these things, because a woman could walk 15, 20 kilometers but at least there's a near clinic somewhere there where they can go and a nurse will be there. So, and this is what this government is doing. Mwinanguni Manzi, at least I can tell you that most of the villages now, they got a boho. This government is trying, and if you have heard many times when President Kainde is talking about water, I'll tell you that most of the villages now, they're having this. I'm not saying it's completely everywhere, no, but the target of UPN is to ensure that at least Munzuli won't say, Kulimanza clean. And this is what we are trying to do. But it's not that we can do it just in 4 years, 5 years. No, it's a process it's on. As long as we're in power, we are communicating to the people, the CDF itself is there. And it will at least bring out certain issues which are affecting our people. The third one, which I'll tell you, which I'm happy now, what we have done in terms of agriculture, the mindset of the young people, the women itself, niona Mugambe that people bainda balima. The last season abantu banalima because of the drought, aliyense alima, and we like the feedback we are getting under our office as the national youth chairman. A lot of young people bainda teaching, which is a good way of doing things in a nation now. And please, if Mugambe, if you have seen, even today, that tezopeza malaini ya mbili ya ZNS ya unga, even mukombo ni mwatu. Today ayo malaini kulibe, meaning that tinalima milisi ni ya mbili. All we need to ensure that we continuously doing so, maybe 2 to 3 years pampa harvest vintu vinangu vizabuela pansi.
Now, do you believe the UPND has made significant strides in implementing its manifesto, especially in youth development programs?
The day before yesterday, if you have seen even the president, in terms of mine arts and license, I think you have seen how it has opened the door for each and every young people to participate in mining. These are the things which he has given to us. When you talk about SME, you have seen a lot of that are there. It is not easy. And I want to tell you it's not easy. But what I want to tell the young people now, the number has increased in terms of innovation, in terms of hard work, in terms of opening up small businesses that they can put food on the table. So the responsibility of the government is to ensure that they open more good environment for the young people, for the youth, to ensure that we participate in the development of this country. So in terms of business and everything, a lot of young people, there's a message which I normally hear every day. To maybe other listeners and other people, they may think it's a bad message. But for me, there's something which I get from there. Nimwaka inde muno, ndrama sibasoberesa, financial discipline. It's slowly coming back to each and everyone. That whatever we make, we should use that money in a good way. And that's how you develop as a country. Mwambe, it is our country. To develop this country is a participation of each and everyone. But the government has a big responsibility by opening all the doors for the young people to participate. And this government is doing so. This government is trying his best to ensure that these things are done. Okay? So we are trying all those things, my colleague, to ensure that things are done.
So is the average Zambian youth out there living a better life than they were 4 years ago before you got into power?
We may say yes or no. The issue,
because you've been around the country. Yes. What are the messages? What are you telling the president? Because you need to give him a real picture of what's happening on the ground.
First of all, I'll answer you. Every province has its own challenges. That's number one. Mm-hmm. Every constituency or every district has its own challenges. Let me talk about Lusaka and Copper Belt. People are complaining. It's a big one.
Is the president aware?
He's aware
that people are not happy with him in those places?
And I repeat here, I don't need somebody to, because we stay here. You know me very well. But me, la paspa vene pajas na chinje. Watuza tukuyabebere. That's the message.
And he's aware of this.
Gilbert Liswaniso 2026 kuyabebere. I'm being genuine here. But now we engage, we talk to each other. What is the problem when you say kuyabebere? Number one, the issue of load shedding. It has affected the people, the young people, the women. It's not a serious story. It's not a matter to laugh at it. It's a serious matter which has affected all of us. Wa welding, wa carpentry, wa barber shop, wa saloon, wa butchery. These things are affecting our small businesses within our compounds. So people are complaining. Is this government working onto this matter? Is working onto it to ensure that this load shedding comes to an end. They're injecting more money into energy. So government is there. So our responsibility as a party in government and leaders is to continuously engage in the way we have come here to say, please, we're investing in this matter. Tomorrow we don't talk about issue of right. Let's deal with this matter of load shedding at once and for all as a nation, not as a political party. Not because there is an election in 2026. Let me say, Mwambe, even if you vote us out 2026, even the political party will come, deal with this matter of Malite. I think that should be the mindset of all of us. Something which is challenging us as a nation. Let's do with it square as a team, all of us. So, Osaka and Copper Belt, that has been a challenge. But we are engaging them. Let's go to a rural part. In a rural part, I cannot go and tell them about the bag of mealie no, 230. Because this backyard, and already 22 bags of maize. For them that demanding what? Fertilizer and amboto. Is government giving? Government is giving back to the community. So in the rural part, we are doing it. So the concentration now is between rural and the urban area. How do we engage our people to understand? But again, when you go nicely, again, people are complaining on the ground. They don't want to see Upnd again to sleep. Me, I've liked the way people are coming out. Mwamba will tell you that the way people are coming out, hammering Upnd left and right, that's the way to be. Because if you leave us like that, we may think this country belongs to Upnd. We may sleep at the end of the day. So bring out as many issues which is affecting the nation. If you send kumutima, vent, provided you are not stealing or you are not beating people, provided you are not insulting, provided you are not damaging the properties of our nation, of our country, of our city. But let's speak out where you see UPN is not doing fine. Like the issue of load shedding, for me, continuously people talk about it. Don't keep quiet.
Just on load shedding itself, I think some of the frustrations people have is that there are different messages that are coming from the UPND. You have the Minister of Information came out early in the year and said by June you'll see things start to improve with load shedding. After June, we're now getting to a place where it's only 2 hours or even less in some areas of power. And then next thing you have a promise of December is when load shedding will come to an end. And if anyone is listening to these different messages, it's frustrating for them. If they have a business or just daily life, is there a problem with communicating when it comes to the UPND?
We may have a bit of communication breakdown to the people. That's what I've said. It's continuously engaging the people of Zambia. That is our duty. I am not the Minister of Energy or spokesperson of the government. But as far as I know is that this government of UPND is investing in the sector of energy. From hydro, you go even to solar. I've seen after 4 months the president is commissioning all the things. And it's something which President Kainda has stood on the platform that we are putting money into energy sector so that we can end load shedding. We have heard President Kainda saying that we are putting money into agriculture. We go even giving SAF loans to the rural part, the farmers, young farmers, so that at the end of the day we have enough food. These two things are kind of taken very seriously. So for me, I'm based on that because I'm seeing certain things are being done. I'm seeing a lot of, yesterday you saw what he was doing, addressing that meeting, because it's a crisis which we have around this region. I may say in Africa, issue malaiti in coal. So these are the things which we have taken now personally. Let's deal with this matter because we can't continue so massaging a problem because there will be general election. No, let's deal with the matter. For me, if we move that as a nation, and that one now, maybe it is now, the government of UPND, let's not fear the general election, but is to say, give us time to continue. But I've heard the head of state have said, please, we are working on this thing. But I'm afraid to say that the thing to end tomorrow. It's a process. When you are investing, it's a process itself. It's a process. It's but the people, yes, they're complaining.
So when you speak
and I sympathize with the people of Zambia, the people of Lusaka especially, even some of the urban areas. There are certain areas where there's no load shedding. It's an urban. I've gone to an area like when I was in Shimanda. I didn't never heard about the load shedding. So I cannot talk about load shedding there. But here in Lusaka, where there is a lot of young people, women, entrepreneurs, there are a lot of them. We have no choice is to caution all the things. But again, Tigawana as a team, collective, all of us. So the Minister of Energy, the spokesperson of the government, is to ensure that time to time, most of the time, let's engage the people. Let's talk to the people. Let's engage them. Let's come here, communicate. Give us also information to the party leaders. They go on the ground, we talk to the people. Once we do that, muntu amamvera. Chilimunga ni wankongole. Unamukongolera ndrama. Ukamuona chabi nkumwitana, mauka bwanji. Osa imbekezela paka kukumbuse. I think that's a method we need to use also, even as collective, all of us. But I sympathize with the people of Zambia, the people of Lusaka, the people of Copper Belt. Under this situation, yes, it is hammering us. But my appeal and my emphasis to the people that your President Hakainde Hichilema is trying his best and his team to ensure to restore that we don't have got in this situation we are.
Okay, if you just tuned in, this is the Hot Seat here on Hot FM. Our guest is UPND National Youth Chairperson, Mr. Gilbert Liswaniso. Now, the cost of living and doing business in the country has continued to affect young people. What are you doing to address this? Because a lot of businesses have shut down. Again, you've been touching on load shedding. You've said President is working on it. But again, there's just a reality on the ground that cost of living is really high. People just find it very difficult to afford basic necessities.
Yes, cost of living, things are not okay. Vinango dula, vinango cheaper. And I've said, if you remember very well, the message of UPND from opposition was that, what are we fighting for? Economic freedom. And dealing with the economy is not an easy thing. And that's what we've been dealing with. Now it's about fighting economic freedom, which all of us, we need to participate. And as we are participating, there'll be pain at the end of the day. There'll be pain. And this is what this government is doing, collectively with you and me. Our colleagues, our old folk, they fought for independence, they fought for democracy. But this one, we have no choice. Collectively, all of us, we need to deal with it. So that 10 years from now, we have created a lot of wealth within the nation, which is able now to sustain all of us. So kunama kuti, when you are dealing with the economy, it's like when you are building a house. When you are building the house, there are certain things which you need to reduce within your home. Because a certain money goes to other areas.
But just on that, some people may feel betrayed because they saw the president walking around Nakapamela and cooking oil, and he promised people will have 3 meals a day, and that is not, for some people, that's not a reality. You on the ground, that's what's going on in some places.
I'm agreeing with you. So he showed the Pamela. We should not live with Pamela. So take leadership now. Collective, all of us. This is now the route we are going to use. Now let's deal with this matter. When I have promised you, we come back now. Let's work. Dealing with the economy is not an event. It is a process. Chalo churches na Nkongole. Chengata bweza Nkongole. So at the end of the day, but if you have seen how I've said how he has opened up some of the opportunities in terms of mine, in terms of agriculture, these are the things we take advantage of. But here in Lusaka also, I've said there's an increment of young women in terms of innovation, doing business. So we are coming in now as how do we now help our people during this time? And what has affected us, I know people don't want to talk about it. Drought hammered us. Drought hammered the UPND government. Drought hammered the people of Zambia. Drought hammered President Hakainde Hichilema. There are certain things had to be reduced, not to be done because of the drought, to ensure that people should not die with hunger. You know that the drought that we had, no one died with hunger because the government was very serious. Hakainde said, I don't want anybody to die. Has to bring a lot of things to ensure to caution the problem which we had through drought. So all the things that affected us. But now, when we talk about agriculture, you have seen how mwintali milis, chimanga ni chambili. ZNS unga onali 230. Na manjo kali 230. Ama mili ngena ngezo kusa ma 3,200 zingadi ma 400. A1 today is 230. ZNS akalibe na kubweza. 3 or 5 months ago, you know that there were people queuing every day to send my compounds. Queuing for a bag of milk with ZNS. Today, is anybody queuing with unga? No one. You can do your survey, all of us here. Kuliba mata enda queuing, meaning somewhere, somehow, UPND has achieved. But it's quiet. No one is talking about it. It goes back to what I was saying. Are you communicating to the people to remind them to remember 6 months ago, munali kutanta mahunga, apasimu tantama, muzutamanga ego meaning. Here now is to appeal, or maybe is to question. Imwaze Dennis, munagusa pa 230. Na manje mwe kushitachani. So atikaunga tiwanji, kabalele pants again. So these are the things which we should look around. So for me, I'll tell you that yes, doing business in Lusaka Copper Belt has been very difficult, very expensive. But I'll tell you that we are working around on that situation to caution it, to ensure that I've seen Minister of SME engaging even young entrepreneurs, those who complained. And that's how it's supposed to be, that let's continue engaging our leaders in government. Let's continue reminding them to say, apa, apa, what are you doing about it? For me, that's the way we support. It's part of dialogue for me. You may not have a same table with the minister, with the PS, with the president, but through the same communication or communicate through the social media and everything, let's bring out all these issues. The responsibility of the UPND and the party is to remind now also those in government to say, kwaso, how are we dealing with this matter? Because we complained about ads and license. People are complaining. Can you work around those matters? And I was very happy the president the day before yesterday, he mentioned about it that let's have people participate. Let's have people have these things because it come open. But
I'm glad you mentioned artisanal mining, because that was my next question. I wanted you to lay out how the youth have benefited from artisanal mining itself during the tenure of the UPND.
I've said it has come with difficulties. In certain areas, when the young people found somebody somewhere there who come and grab from them, it has not been very easy. But what I've liked, the young people have continuously. You have seen wherever going, but the issue of the security itself, whereby people should not die, I think that's a main concern. In terms of acquiring other license, people are being given. They're being given. But it's not an easy thing to be given an other license, because kulichongo kuja kadastran kwao. Kuja kadastran kwao kuja. Mbweza hapo. Problemu. And I repeat here, the cadastran, there are a problem there. And they should know that. And you need to ensure that people are given. Noti bafana mayuthi bapeza uku, community yapeza, mwaenda mwapisha community. Then mwapasa muntu kapeani one drama. That's not the way it's supposed to be. The community in that area should be the first people first to benefit than anybody else. For instance, Mumbwa, you go and chase everyone. Why do you do that? And then you give a bigger investor. Okay, if he has bought, what about the community themselves? So these are the things which we do daily in and day out to ensure that the people with that in that community are the ones supposed to benefit. The women, the youth there, especially women and the youth. So cadastral should help the head of state. We should not lie, but it's to do it. So yes, people are getting. For me, that the president has opened up no illegal mining. Follow the process, the legal way. That's the way it's supposed to. Because in the last government, there was just illegal mining all over the nation. From UNIP, MMD, PF, and that's why they were benefiting. But this one is open. Even members of the opposition, they're mining. That's the way it's supposed to be. Collectively, all of us. And I'll tell you that there can be an opposition leader who has a mind, but they're working together with everyone. And that's how it's supposed to be. Working together. Meaning, this president, Hakainde Hichilema, said, no, we are Zambians, all of us. Let's contribute to the development of this country. Let's work together.
How are you helping these, artisanal miners or people who are identified as illegal miners? Let's talk about that, because you're talking about don't chase people from mining, right? You want it to be done properly. But when you look at the reality, are these people, are these members of the community able to do it? Do they have the funding? What have you put in place to make sure that that person who lives in this community can take part and benefit from the minerals?
It's to do with,
the ground?
If you have seen this government when it came in power, I think we are the first one who is emphasizing and pushing people to have cooperatives at the community. Then give them an license, working together.
Has that worked? The cooperatives?
It's working. Yes, it's
not
easy.
It's
working.
Push when you got into power, but then you don't hear that message a lot these days.
No. I'll tell you that for the first time, me as a National Youth Chairman, I think I went after just winning an election. 3 months later, I went to 111 districts. 11 districts to talk about this thing. And I'll tell you that a lot, women and the youth, they have these cooperatives. That was the start. The second now, how do we empower these cooperatives? Others have gone into agriculture, others have gone to certain different businesses. But under mining, where there's illegal mining, we speak to them. Don't illegal mining. Mwene mulili pamene pano, yambani mapepa. We do that. Vonse nkarempa mozi. Chitani vonse wenga kuendela. Put all things in order. So sometimes in the process they are doing that, you find that somebody who is very clever at cadastral, that's why now noise sometimes comes now. And that's why I'm saying our responsibility is that let's save the people and let's do what President Kainda has said to ensure that the people at the community level, they participate. It's not easy, but let them participate. If there is a mine today in Katoa, you cannot leave out the community in Katoa. Find a way how you can partner with the one who got the machinery, and even them, in a small way, they are benefiting. Because you cannot say that muntu mwamene alili, my friend, nga anajala every day achelera nipabina chosera. Also pass another idea. For instance, these black mountains. No, let's sell these things. We are going to give them to Ndalama. No. Just say this portion, bring an investor. This is the team. 10 cents per month, mzambo cents in a good way. Then manajera every day kumuka na Ndalama kangon and agula tomato. But if you're going to say no, chiguri seni wants a person, then you are destroying. Because those people tomorrow are going to start troubling you. So that's the way we're supposed to move as a nation. For me, these are the things, the mistakes I'm seeing, which I'm trying to address to my leaders, those who are spearheading this program. The minister, for me, I think, move in this way. Imkaigulisa yonse mine, mupase ma communities, no. Wene manajara every day kuenda pamende paji. So bring just a security now there. Put in measures.
Are the ministers listening? Are they listening to your advice?
No, it's up to him. My job is to speak, is to tell him. Either implements or not.
So you've communicated.
So for me, I communicate. If today I talk about cadastral and me, I'm saying I'm being genuine. If there is a problem, which makes sometimes the work of the minister.
Expand on that.
Just a bit.
What's the issue with the same?
Just a bit. When I'm saying cadastral has a problem, making the minister his job difficult, I'm mentioning it. There's nothing to hide here. There's nothing to hide. It's to do what is best. There's nothing to hide. The people should benefit from their minerals. That's how it's supposed to be. So there are components which you can say that pasmunga chite tenchite munjira yaso for the community because wanajaira bene. So you can't just say patenti gulise bachigulise chabe mwini mpasani investor we. But find a way that a small team of these people, how can we make them to be part of there? But with every equipment, security everywhere is there. Measures of mining, every safety is there. That's the way we're supposed to work collectively, all of us. That is what I've been communicating to each and everyone. So, but it's up to those who are now in authority. Because me, I'm just a national chairman who is interested to set the people benefits. Who would want to see this government of Upnd to be in power for so many years? Who is interested to set Akainde Chilema, whatever he says, is trickled down to each and everyone. So my job is to supervise or to check where there's a wrong things or speak the way they are.
So I'll ask again, are they listening to you when you give them that advice?
They listen. Yes, sometimes they listen. Sometimes they may do away. They can listen when there is noise. Oh, chairman told us last time. Okay, let's go back and redo it. So they listen. Don't want to listen. Tibasi again.
Are you happy with their responses to what you give them advice on?
In terms of the mining, me, I'm not happy about it. The response, the mining, I'm not happy about it. That's why there's a lot of even Bantu Akufa. Because people don't listen. Because ukatana muntu who have no choice. If you have seen a lot of young people that have gone in the bush, they've gone. I think we are seeing it whereby you go to Mpika, almost 40,000 to 50,000. But how do we deal with that matter? Collectively, all of us. When you go to Mumbwa, go and check what is there. you go to Kasempa, you go everywhere. So we need to address it.
Is this because there's just no lack of opportunity?
No,
there's
no.
a lack of opportunities in the UP.
No. The issue is, first of
people
all,
have to go to the
you
bush
need
to look for
to
opportunities.
understand that, first of all, this illegal mining under this government, it was closed. Akainda has opened the tap. Let's just agree. Akainda has opened the tap for each and everyone. Who is asking for himself that let's have safety. So you cannot say that people are not happy. No, he has opened the tap. He has opened the tap in agriculture. People are getting loans. So for me, the president is doing his job. Is giving back to the community. He's giving back to the youth and the women. And even them, the youth, are not staying around again. Let's go and look for these things. But those who are in charge now by putting things in order, also even them should do it in the right way. So that we move together, That is my message.
If you just tuned in, it's The Hot Seat. Our guest is UPND National Youth Chairperson, Mr. Gilbert Liswaniso. I'm your host. My name is Chisha Mubambe. Let's talk about the opposition. We're going to the polls next year, 2026. How do you rate the opposition ahead of the polls next year?
First of all, the opposition is there. Very equal opposition. They all participate. But for us, now, we as UPND, if you have seen the way we have worked, if you have seen the way we are on the ground, if you have seen how people are pushing this party UPN and Akainda HDM, it tells you that we are not sleeping. It's to put things in order for us to win the 2026 general election. And I will tell you that we are winning the 2026 general election. Because for me, I've lost election before. We have lost election before. Chisha. We have taken zeros in certain polling stations when we're in opposition. So to win an election, there's total investment of human resource at the polling station. You don't win an election at Chimwela. You win with a figure. These are the things which I've learned. For my Secretary General, Batoka Emenda, he will tell you that not Chimwela, a figure. I've learned about winning an election because of Winter Kavimba. I've learned to win an election because of Venon Mwanga and the late Mlongoti. You don't win an election because Kulichimwela, because you want to Dandaula. No. Every political party, you look for a number. So there's a number we are looking from Musaka. There's a number you're looking in Copper Belt. There's a number you're looking from the rural party. And then it makes us to win an election. And I repeat, winning an election means total investment from the human resource. People are committed to sleep on the floor, to sleep with the hunger, because we want to form government, because we want to retain your government in power. And UPND, we are doing so. That's why, even today, I'll say this to my fellow members of UPND. No one should come and sing a song that there's no opposition, Don't listen to that song. Don't listen to that song. No, could be opposition, And when you come to me, you tell me that I chase. Don't tell me that. Tell me that Liswaniso there in Lusaka you are losing. I'll be very happy. So that we work extra hard. So, when I hear the opposition to say 2026, me, I'm happy. That's why every day we are mobilizing, door to door.
The message from the opposition is the biggest opposition is the Zambian people.
I've already said here.
What's your...
The same Zambian people need somebody to lead them. People didn't just wake up to say we're going to vote for Akainda Chilema. We invested. Akainda invested in human resource, in all the polling stations.
Some people say he won. It was a protest vote in 2021.
No, let me tell you.
That's what some people will tell you.
It's because he was an alternative. And we worked for it. We had numbers before even people voted first. We had numbers within the party Upnd. And we appealed to the people of Zambia that this is the right leadership. We moved, we went. Mwana pa polling station, if it knows upon my election, whereby wenzo kupikira na voters card, mwankala mkampu, no kuvotera the following day, and votera a PF. So we have seen those things. Because we don't have numbers at the polling station. So Chisha, I want to tell you, don't be, for me, don't be cheated. Winning an election is not a joke. It's a serious matter. When I look about some of the opposition leaders, even if they are youth, even if they are women, they are not ready. Here is a by-election. You go 2 weeks. As in Upnd, we could go first of all a month. Even now, if you have seen, whenever there's a by-election, even in Kawad, we have taken these things seriously. Are you getting the point? We have taken these things serious. We are not even entertaining to say because there's no opposition. No. We may know in our mind, but when it comes to work, we work to ensure that...
You're saying the opposition is not ready?
Opposition? They're not ready, I'm telling you.
So then doesn't that mean there's no opposition?
No, let me tell you. I'm answering you to say, to the side of the Upnd, I don't want anybody to think that there's no opposition. Because we need to work. At least the opposition, they are there, they mean they want to wrestle power from us. Because if we are going to be reluctant to say because there's no opposition, which we know, we become reluctant. And the people now, nga whenever kamba, ni wamene wajaba boza every day. Wasawa mverera wandu. Muntu akonza kuchinja. So the issue now, as what we have done that, we have gone flat out. Every day engaging citizens. Numbers, recruiting numbers, door to door, numbers bit by bit. And then we'll come here and communicate with you. So for me, Chisha, you want to go and waste your voter's card. Don't waste that time, I'm telling you. And don't be cheated that somebody will come and try to say, no, you paid us legal election. No. Don't be cheated. No one will rig an election in 2026. So just win.
So for you, you've already won 2026.
But Nicholas, we'll come and speak these things here. I've told you that there's a number we need in Osaka province. There's a number we need in Copper Belt. There's a number we need in Central province. So you win an election using a number. You can have a big rally, lot of them. But at the end of the day, some of them don't have even voter's card. They don't have NRC. They have lost. So my job is to quarantine those who got voters card and NRC and talk to them engagement every day. So that's how we are doing. These things is done by I've said to win an election, you need to invest. Chesha, my colleagues in PF, in Kapani Tonse, Kapani SP, Kapani Wandani, namanje so akali kukwansa ugula unga watu 130 agula. Wenda mu restaurant wakuja one plate was, and then you are telling me to form government. Do you know what we went through, some of us in opposition?
But when you talk about the price of milli meal, you make it sound like it's affordable. It's still quite expensive.
No. If you're an opposition leader who is fighting to wrestle power, there are certain things we do away with for the sake of you to win an election, to get more votes to your side. Aneba obole kupempa ndrama chisha tine mwana wanga apunza pa private school tilipla 500-600 kwacha or 1000 kwacha. Iwe wako aenda pachani pa free education. I'm telling you, ucho saija ndrama ija wapasa. Because you need numbers. Because for them, they know, ndiye balida watu kuno kukomboni kuno. Ndiye mati kambila. Wabola kupempa tilibe unga wasila. Utenga 230 wapasa. Wendo gula pamela. When you reach there, and the opposition, then they know that you are ready to form government. Awanzanga wakalibe ufika pa time yapo. Wakalibe. Wende na mutoka ya mushe kuma kampeni. Mutoka ya bili ni sasa, but you win an election. The opposition haven't reached that stage. So you are talking to me as a politician and giving you what we go through If you want to win an election, if you want to
Don't
form
you think
government,
these are people who know how to win an election when they've done it before?
listen,
Like the PF themselves?
I have been in opposition for quite. I may say my life has been in opposition. Yes, I was a PF. I just escorted the PF. 1 year later, I joined the opposition back. I've got experience. I'm a mature politician now. Chisha, I'll tell you, among the young people, now I'm a mature politician who is able to understand things. And if you're going to underrate me, it's only that's up to you. But me, I'll tell you because I've learned a lot. And President Kainda has taught us a lot of things from opposition up to date. So when we say we know these things, how to win an election, we are telling you it's not an easy. But no one can stop the opposition to organize. That's too organizing. Let me use that word. The opposition that's too organizing each other. Wamina Zankara Pajanindani, they haven't started mobilizing. That's too organizing. 2031, that's too organizing. 2036, that's too organizing. 2041, maybe they'll start mobilization, I'm being honest with you. I'm being honest because I'm seeing what is happening. But does not make now the UPND to sleep. The UPND to listen to a song there's no hope. No. We need to continuously engaging, communicating, talking to the people, listening what they're saying, what are their challenges, and addressing their challenges.
But are you addressing their challenges?
No, we're addressing. In a small package, we're addressing. It's bit by bit, my friend. It's bit by bit. That's why I'm appealing to them to give us a second term again. We're appealing to them. Tiba Pempa, my voters. Wherever we have gone, Tiba Pempa. We highlight what we have done, and we mentioned what we haven't done. What is important when it comes to Sanapana? Benango bazamvera, benango suazamvera. Kuzaka bwera winango futi, bazabwera mvereleko. So, dinkubwera. If 4 people from this program today, they will listen to UPND. That's a big number. It's added from the numbers which we have. If you to be 1, it's a big number. And that's how we work. We work with figures. So from this interaction with you and the radio station everywhere, I think, Chairman, I think it is true. These are the things which they are addressing. I think it's a possible chance. Meaning we are keeping another vote. So we continuously engaging the people. But the most engagement which we are doing, it's one door to door, where we are talking to people door to door. And it's very, very good because people are coming out, they are venting, they are telling us, every day. So that's what we are doing. Quietly, that's what we are doing. By the time rallies, at least we have already a number which we have captured. That's how you work. If the opposition doing so, that's too organizing. Even them group paja, we are monitoring. Tikanika group kapaka maningi taendapo pamene pana FM message pamene paja. Takapandula kapanda benze 10, 5 tatengako 5 asala now. Ndiye ndale ameneo. So that's how we are working. Sir.
All right. Well, we have the UPND National Youth Chairperson, Mr. Gilbert Liswaniso. We'll be opening up the phone lines shortly, so get ready to call us on 0974-870-877. Remember, we're live on the Hot FM Zambia Facebook page, live on Kanele FM on 97.7 in Lundazi as well. So just a quick one. Do we see you contesting for a parliamentary seat come next year? Or are you still going to continue in your current portfolio?
First of all, if they vote me in the NMC, the constitution of the UPND, you need first to be convention. After that convention, we go. I need people of the party in all the pro to vote me to be a member of the national management. When I become a member, it's now the powers of the president, either to return us to the same position or not.
But do you have those ambitions?
No. My constituency is the President Kainde Chilema and the party. So as we are the youth, most of us, we have agreed that we need to put Kainde back to the president. So 2026, I'm not standing as a member of parliament. I make it very clear. For me, my job now, for those who want to stand, come to Kuzile. Because I'm seeing people dishing out money, and no, it's not about money, first of all. It's about the people who are loyal, can do the work on the ground.
Okay.
So I'm inviting a lot of young people Boilani tukuzeni. And I'm happy that a lot of young people today, women, they want to stand as members of parliament, councillors, and also mayors, council chairmen. A lot of them. But the issue is, come, takuzra moendela, motengela, because not marokalile. It's not about dishing money, no. It's about how you can canvas voters.
But who's dishing money?
No. Which anyhow, because we want to become a member of parliament. We are seeing what very excited.
They're dishing money to who?
To the drama passed my voters. Pajawaenda no, Padibe Manzi no, forget boho. Chad. When you become a member of parliament, if you don't have money, put that boho. So come and learn how you are giving out to the community. No, take glimmer blanket.
Are these UPND members that you're referring to?
It's everywhere. I've said the young people. It's everywhere. Those in opposition. I'm seeing a lot of young people. I think you have seen even yourself how the young people want to become. So I'm seeing them. Either they want to go as an independent. We are seeing them. So for us, our job now is to come. We teach you how to go about it. That even when putting a boho, you will know. Because these things comes back again. Wambotawa kwenda constituency kwa kusuyendako. Are you getting the point? Whatever. Because maybe you have taken this issue of member of parliament, business. It's about saving the people. So and how do you save the people?
You touched on President Hakainde Hichilema there. He'll be opening parliament tomorrow. What are your expectations as youth chairperson before we open up the phone lines?
I think there are many. I think for me, I'll tell you that I know most of the things what he has been highlighting here. And for me, especially for Saka and Copper Belt, as they are addressing the nation, is to ensure how do we handle the issue of load shedding. For me, I would want my president to come out very clearly. Not by people I'm twisted because they are complaining, but how do we deal with this matter? And has to think in the minds of the people across the country, how especially people of Saka and Copper Belt. To the young people, it's more opportunities because President Hakainde is leading a country where a lot are young people, 45 going down. Hakainde is dealing with a generation which wants things now, even not working for it. These are the young people. But President Hakainde also, we expect him to cultivate a spirit of hard work among them. These things has to come out clearly to us, the young people, that we need to participate with him. President Hakainde has to be very close to the young people by telling them the reality of life, how we're supposed to develop this country. I'm expecting that message to the young people of this country because that's where there's a foundation. We are the majority. And there's Chisha can tell you there's pressure. Chisha want to tell you that there's pressure. Leading the young people is not an easy thing. Me, this pressure, I have it. It's not an easy thing. So this generation, human resource, we have it. We are the majority. For us, is that Hakainde Hichilema should open as many opportunities for the young people to participate. And I forgot to say this, that now ZNS is getting young people volunteer for skills and training. And let's take advantage of this. I know as a government we may not have money, but from his address, if he can emphasize to do with the skills and training at ZNS, to change the mindset of the young people. All I wish, I know by the time we have money, it should be mandatory. We see that be grade 12, Mwaenda. Because that's why we got a lot of junkies. There's indiscipline, because that thing can change and shape some of our relatives. So, for me, he has to be very, very strong to us as young people of this nation. We are the foundation. It is us who can make this country better. But making the country this better, we need to participate in every activity of this nation. All the opportunities, the young people should participate. And as we are participating, we should participate with discipline, not by destroying the country. The democracy should not destroy this country or separate us. The human rights should not separate us, but should bring us all together, that we build this nation. We need to protect our country. Collective, all of us. Let's do our politics. But when it comes to our nation, collective, all of us, we should protect it.
All right, well, let's get to the phone lines. Give us a call, 0974-870-877.
You're listening to The Hot Seat on Hot FM 87.7. It's time for you to call now and get involved. Call now and get involved.
Give us a call now. We'd love to get your question or contribution. Hello, good morning.
Very good. Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
Yeah. Mukambana Simone Mtonga. Gwangwangwa. Bandani magesti mulibwaje huko?
Mulibwaje wa Mtonga.
Gwangwangwa chabe ndi apaka chabe njala. Kwela kutopiki tamvera mwe munamira boza abantu tamvera pa ground. Tiripo muzati facing mu 2026. Tiripo. Tamene ningakucheni advise azikuline. Munafaita maningi ma opposition.
Wachimwene mukamba bana maboza nboza itiye banama
wanu vakambati pressure vapiringa valina ma pressure just because of vachita fulfillment ndani ma development kulise vantu development ni yapwanja mimi vatiuza ndiye kuna maboza huko maambulance waisikia ona pali ino time. Every time magwira chevantu vakaere, which means kuna maboza vandani vamene ava Liswaniso. So come 2026 Liswaniso pressure izamikulira pamoja na president vanu. 2026 naise tivatakingira beoti just because tapita mu malaiti yakuti apamanje vachitomanga vatiflashingira na motoka. So imwe Liswaniso diani come 2026 muzaonako like example ku papetauke hapa munakamba bwanji papetauke munakamba chani munakamba ti singa cha drop ti mukazi just because mukazi alibe drama then how come hapa manje mukamba ti mayusi werani tikupaseni ma advice yakuti 2026 mukawine mu Upnd tunataka wina vitani just because mayusi alibe drama.
Okay, wachimwene zikomo kwambi
just because alibe drama
zikomo
wachimwene 2026. Okay,
Mr. Liswaniso, maybe you can respond to that.
What can't you do even 3 first?
No, you can go ahead. We'll pick up more calls.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
No, ni opinion yake. Ati wagwagwa. Ni opinion yake. Stimulesa. 2026 kutika pina si bwera izabwera. Tizabu ati kampene pano. Timvera mushinga mtuuza so. Mutichitikisha kuchipupa. Meaning na effect sevenza. So vile mtuuza effect imvera. Vabu no titengamo. Voi pasitengamo. I think na answering.
Okay, let's pick up another call here. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, thank you.
Good morning. What's your name?
This is Mwenya.
All right, Mwenya, please go ahead.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Liswaniso.
Good morning, Mr. Mwenya.
Thank you so much. Morning.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to remind you of one thing. The first thing I want to talk about is, I hope you understand what it means by the people's wrath. Secondly, I want to remind you of something which our late first president did, President KK, may his soul rest in peace. He's one person that did a lot of things in this country. He's the one that built the university that you see. The one that built the parliament where even your MPs goes to. But when it came to his time, he's even the one that did the zealothness that was there by then. When time came, people never thought of that. People, all they thought was, it was just change. Because they were tired of that kind of rule at that time. Even this time, if people say, no, we are tired with UPND, I'm telling you, there's nothing that UPND can talk. Even when you talk of, there is no formidable opposition whatsoever. The people that are facing challenges in this kind of situations that we have today, they are the opposition. Don't even look about the opposition, but talk about the people that are facing challenges.
All right, Mwenya, thank you for your call. 0974-870-877. Call us now. What's your contribution? Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Morning, what's your name?
Mwasebenza bwanje.
Tasebenza bwino mwasebenza bwanje.
Tauka bwino mukamba na mwami kalenga. Bwanje Liswaniso studio mo.
Mwami Kalenga muli bwanji muli chebwino.
Awe chili bamoyo ise mavuto chie banakiletera ba New Dawn.
No dindani chouzeni vili kumutima.
Sheninga kambene nchakuti kukamba makamba bwino maningi wa New Dawn bachazona nchakuti mapromise yanu yanaenda opposite. Maona mlandu akuti takayangana panjala kimbela kambili bantu wakomplena panjala bakamba iya njala bwanji onani enda mkalime nkalani bolimba bangani banyu komplena njanga tinchakuti pamene unali pa 120 unga lepe mwenzo na kipamira mikosi atia unga wa dola then lero unga uli more than double mtengo mnapeza then mkamba tia ilishebu mjala bwanji. Maona thousands mkamba panganya free education iya kinata free education hapo yenu mnaleta nando ati promise ni ndio kuleta free education from grade 1 to university. Maona lelo ba PF wanangena mpaba napeza ati machari mafiji ali 1000 bacho sako 850 na 800 kwa 200 imensedio kamba chao penta bwela semanza free education from grade 10 from grade 8 up to university. But you need to say machako chema 200 ya data free education mambano posting kodi nkano kongwelesa hiyo malepera malaiki mnakamba tiyai baita import baita export malaiki that's why malaiki ya vuta imo mabwela manja hapa mposting atia itafako
mameka we need you to conclude
inde nsiliza apa manje ndepa menenkala wesi manje after mafako mega waziano hayo watu kufutia kali mujima leni mbosi ngatia ita solution hapa ndimo hata mavuto nataka ni facing aba new government mwenda 2026 kali branch sikomo kwambili.
Okay, sikomo. All right, Mwenya and Kalenga there, your response.
Let me start with Bamwenya. Engagement are very important. The people can vote you out if you're not talking to them. And does not mean that when people are complaining, they hate you. They want you to do more. And people are talking today, which they never used to talk when there was PF. Only colleges were talking. But today, everywhere, you enter in the bus, in a church, in a market, people are able to voice out where we have gone wrong. And our responsibility as leaders is to pick what people are saying. And if we feel like this one is being done, it is our duty to explain to them to say, this is what we are talking about. I think we have done A, B, C, D. And they're able to listen. Like the way Mami Karen talking about it. No, but you should understand that ku free education kwa mene wako. One students remember grade 12 because akanga kulipira. This government has paid for everybody. It was so overwhelming because for you maybe free education it is nothing. But for an ordinary citizen, we have helped such a child, such a mother, that mwana wake angasize school. The issue of meal allowance, loans, all these things, they were not there, but this government has taken back. We have no choice as a government that we need to educate our citizens. We may not be 100%, but these are the measures put in place to ensure that we have free education. So, whenever sala vinango, ni pangono timu itabwandi, tingo ika chemushe paka, we have the quality education we're talking about. So, voting as Upnd out, I have no problem. People can vote Upnd out. But for us, as a party in government, our responsibility is continuously engaging the people door to door. And we are not stopping you, Bamwenya, to talk or to complain. People should complain. Things when are not okay, complain, talk about it. You can only tell if Upnd is not ready to listen. There is arrogance on us. There's no arrogance. We have admitted here, you have asked me questions. I've said things are not okay. Are we working on these issues? Yes, we are working on these issues. Hakainde is committed to ensure that all the challenges we are facing as a nation are being tackled. Hakainde is doing that. I've never seen any leader of a Upnd when there's an issue, we've come, no, things are okay. No. We have admitted here the load shedding is hitting us. You have heard even the Minister of Copper Belt telling the ZESCO, you are damaging our party. That is admission, things are not okay. But why are we complaining on behalf of the people? We want our ministers and the president to ensure that they are doing more, that this load shedding comes to an end. But are they investing in this matter? They are doing so. If there is an issue to do with the high price of commodities, are we dealing with these matters? The government is trying by all means to ensure that we afford all the things which is we are lacking. So For me, if you tell me, because yes, people vote. But the issue is even us will continue engaging. Maybe those were not engaging. Maybe they were careless. As I've already even said here that the song Kapena Nyimbo Kamba Tukubeba Opposition, I don't listen to it. Na kama nifuna wantu munga ya mini mwenye mkamba kuti chama niwe veno tuuza hivyo tiza kuona mayo. You are making me to stand up again, not to sit on my chair, because me I've never reached from the time we formed the government Stachoseko Sapato that have arrived. It is a journey which we have started. It is continuously, and also I'm appealing to the members of Upnd, even my colleagues those have been appointed, ministers, PSAs, those in state house, that it is time to work together, that we move as a team and listen to what people are saying. Now in Japan, could message a message on background. Now we got another message. So when you put all these messages together, we go on the ground. Then but I think Javen Nakamba Jade, na Chairman Liswaniso, they have worked onto it. So voting is Zambian people, but even us, we know that Zambian people are the one who vote. So we are continuously engaging the people, not to swear away from the good leadership of Hakainde Hichilema. We want the people of Zambia to continue supporting Hakainde Hichilema and to give him the second term. And we'll do so because Hakainde means well to this country. We have a better leader who listens, who works every day. All he needs, it is our support. But the support we are talking about is not about just every day supporting him, but also bring out issues affecting us. It's part of the support. Mm-hmm. When you bring out issues affecting us,
we need to pick up some more calls.
Yes, yeah. It is because you love him. That's why people are talking about it. So it is us now helping President Hakainde Hichilema that whatever people are complaining, we need to attend to them.
Right. Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Yawa.
Morning, what's your name?
You are talking to Morgan.
All right, Morgan, please go ahead.
Yes, good morning, Gilbert Liswaniso.
Mr. Morgan, how is Soweto? Kulibani Soweto?
Yeah, Soweto Kulibani. Although we have graduated, now we are auto wow and auto spares. Yeah, we are doing business and it's fine. Although we have got challenges, we tell you, but I've come on this program. Yeah, we know the issue that we know a lot of people are complaining, but I haven't seen a government which can lose in 5 years. We have no history since 1964. We have UNIP, which ruled 27 years, MD 20 years, PF 10 years. Now, Upnd is here working 4 years. We are going towards in May. If Bill 7 is not going through, they are going to dissolve Parliament in May, which means there shall be no MP. Only the President and the PS and the Vice President shall remain until August. So for us, I think you must prepare adequately, especially you as a youth chairman. We need you are the one who are keeping the youth. You know the pressure you have with all 10 provinces where you go. And pressurizing you or not pressurizing you need also, you know, when you get to the budget. All
right, Morgan, we need you to conclude your point.
The other problem is that, you know, I heard somebody who came talking about electricity, the PS, in the morning of the evening. So my conclusion is that let us solve other problems which people complain and make sure that continue governing this country as a people given by the people of Zambia.
Thank you for your comment. All right, let's pick up another one here. 0974-870-877. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, what's your name?
Mani Kanjombe.
All right, please go ahead.
All right, all this one is from Muketi.
Insham Chwantate.
Okay. Waina mfana, nazenda kuona the other day, na kuwe vinga, but when the busy gwira kasote kariwe. Wewe mbaki? What? Okay. Just to recommend this government, yourself as a youth chairperson and the president himself, especially on moral values where cadalism is or was concerned. It is visible now how the misconduct by the youths has drastically ended in markets and also in bus stations. Yeah, we remember that cadres had more power there, that they had guards to intimidate police, soldiers, including the civil service itself at large. So anyway, credit must be given where it is due. Now, Gilbert, I want you to deliver this message to the president, as he will be addressing Parliament tomorrow. He needs also to address us on this. You know, it's now over 8 months since USAID was closed. And as you know, USAID was the largest employer of about 3/4 of Zambians' workforce. And as now, I tell you that a lot of people on the street, jobless, stress, others have been committed suicide, marriages are breaking down, and they've contributed massively to the end of malaria, all these that are message project.
All right, Manika, we need you to conclude.
Okay, all right. So just to say that government is on the right path, and amidst the challenges that we are going through, yes, we see the measures that are being put in place just to address that. So just wish you all the best, but deliver that message to me.
Thank you for your call. All right, Mr. Liswaniso, you can respond to those two calls, Morgan and Manika Njumbe there.
Yes, from Morgan Soweto, I agree with you that certain challenges we need to work onto it. I think if you have seen that kateka watu wakaende Chilema alipasogolo, and the one thing we should know that he is aware of all the challenges which we are facing, and is trying by his best with his team to ensure that once 70 pitamo hivi tisevenzelepo kuti bantu bambere bwino. Parusaka ni polimba. When you talk about my youth, me, I'll tell you that it's not easy. I just want to admit that it's not easy. I want to cheat to tell people here. I don't want to cheat them to say that I've done 100% upon Zanama, because we are the majority. Everyone wants these opportunities. Tatanzako vena ngustinatandize. Don't mean that we na kutandize, but we'll continue just doing like that. To my colleague, yes, in terms of cadreism, it's the same. It's not an easy thing to manage the youth, but there's the way. Some of us who have carried ourselves to stop other things. Chisha, you can see that if I want, I can become notorious as a nationalist chairman. But what will bring on the table? Is that a good thing? The answer is no. So this is a message we carry every day to our young people, to tell them how they're supposed to behave, staying together with the community. We are not saying we are 100%. Mu family kumankala babili watatu wazachoka munjila, but we normally remind them to say, I'm not irredeal. When you see the PF, the opposition, be together. I'm happy sometimes these days I can see that the UPND, the opposition, Mukomboni, Balila Pamos. It has never happened before. For me, that is Ubuntu. They are able to mourn together, they are there. Mzatu waso adwala, they go and check one another. But it belongs to another political party, which never happened, Chish. So, for me, Brenda Kainde has done a lot by cultivating a spirit of unity among ourselves. Go and let's protect each other. It is our country, all of us. Those who are belonging to opposition, do their job, because they are part and parcel of the government of this country. Their role is to check us. So they won't be kind to us, because that is their duty, is to check on UPND. Either right or wrong. They'll do politics and every part. When it comes to Ubuntu now, we need to know that we've got only one Zambia, which we need to protect, all of us. So your message is very clear. That message will be delivered after this program, just nicely to say, oh, there is this group of the people, which is true. A lot has been done. We have gone through a lot. So I will deliver that message to say, anzato kuna kweve huko. As I know, there are many challenges we are facing as a nation, but all these things we need to put it all together so that your president, Hakainde Hichilema, is able to tackle them.
All right, let's pick up some more calls here. It's the hot seat here on Hot 87.7. Our guest is Mr. Gilbert Liswaniso. He's the UPND National Youth Chairperson. Good morning.
Morning.
Well, thanks. How are you?
tiri bwino kusaziba imwe
eri bwino Liswaniso amene mukamba ino ine ni UPND supporter chamene tifuna chakuti zinthu amene mukamba izichitika so apa monga kuno kwamene mwezi uzinguluka kwa Kanyama kuti kucha ku part of John Menge kuti katama chikomera kwa sepo kuja kuli road amene vambiri vantu vapita vayuzinga for rainy season ipita but mukangofaka ko se gravel munja munkalya mazi kuti vantu vazipita apana ni matraki yafu nikoro ali 5 chat or 6 matipa but mukanjua chinkuli palibe chamene achita kuti paka chetu ba kebazi kuja kwa Kanyama vaboza kuti kulibe na vantu vambiri vapita kuja karodi kamene apanga pati akini kipati mwaizi varodi amenika
niziwa
mwaizi vaka paja katama kwamene kaenda kwa sepo kuja kaenda kapita ku Islamic kuti manje paja pakati paja palimeni road amene isebenza or mamoto raji ala zedapita pankalira mazi pati mupake konzero paja before rain season muliteko matipa paja or ali 5 chabi paja ali 5 museko muvale miforo isi munamangana klinika ati muzapata tani gravel paja kulibe na jave mufakishe gravel paja road isebenza maningi jaribize mwaizi vaka
Okay, zikomo kwambiri Vamvera.
Okay.
All right. It says this is one of your members and clearly not happy there.
He may be right. For me, let him not say ukosa fact because kulibe vantu. Every place is very important. For me, is that he wants his road to be done. And when you talk about the gravel, I know that road is going to go to Sebo. Small road, but what we need here is the member of parliament. I think the man who was given just to do my gravels in our constituency. So it is him to ensure that that road is being done. And also our area council has to be sharp to ensure the road is being done. So I agree with you. Ni investa wena mkamba boss wanga, the message will be delivered. Road ingasili mushi, but ni kupempa ku area kwano. Osa kama kuja sikufunika na revenue ofuna bamene vija.
Are you aware of the issues he was bringing up?
No, I'm aware. Any say about the road, I will remember the road. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the road has to be done. I know the road goes to Sebo. It's a gravel road, a small road. Yes, many people are using it. So we have no choice to do it. So it's to engage the member of parliament and our councillor to ensure that that road is being done. That's how it's supposed to be. Bring out what is affecting within your community and remind the MP. Maybe the MP will tell you that it's funny, so maybe it's not this year. That road will be done next year. Let the people know. I'm talking about communication. Let the people in that area know that tinacha marodi ya 4-5 kuno ndrama inasiri la huko. So next year we'll do the other area. Let people know, because Kanyama is big. We have a lot of roads in Kanyama who are not good, but we need to put gravel. So this area also they are crying. So the MP and the councillor, the WDC, their responsibility is to engage the community. Kuno si hapa tafaka ukuna huku, next year zafaka ukuna huku. But do we have any measure we can put now? Then painting a pempe manje kapena other stakeholders, social responsibility. When it is opempa kuno mcheleko up. That's the way we're supposed to work, all of us. So I agree with him. That is a complaint. He's complaining about his area, and I want to encourage him to bring as many issues which is affecting the community.
Okay, let's pick up some more calls. We'll pick up our last two, and then you can respond to them. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Well, thanks. How are you?
I'm okay.
What's your name?
Rana Angela, calling from Garden Chirol.
Please go ahead, Rana Angela.
What is Anisha, my brother? Mchwan?
Tunawa mchwani kezeli, kuchwani kwa Garden ko.
Lozoira inyani musheni.
Mchwani na wana karodi niwo proud wanpangizi karodi ko.
Red Jolod. Mwazi wa my brother.
Amwambole kezeli amubulele.
Lika mwazi wa gwangwanga ena abulela chimwene mtongo.
Ensha naiziwa.
Ketala.
Ensha.
Lika my brother mo bulela we always understand wa utwamanya ndo mo babirera abantu. But background fa malaiti economy wayo and my brother. Sina mubaza wakubula abo previous scholar. Mo inezi mwa pepa batu bali ba misebezi 3500 whenever is under you said misebezi ikafera situation ikaba chwani mwa country already bana balunda bana bakati bana bao ne babereka kwa ma industries baba yemisize bakensa malite mwabona so kona hata abamubona kuri batu babura kuri likali yo underground my brother when I is understand ata leadership yao ne ka ubulera lwautwa zani baba muba amukabulera babura kuri amulati kubereka sapera awu so lenga wa baba shop akuna malite wa saluni weoda akuna malite ukabereka satwane awulu mwabona kona manyando rufuta mateni my brother kona mwona batu babura kuri UPND government in Paris things are not okay my brother kona zani batakweza contribute ruitumezi.
All right, thank you so much for your contribution. Let's pick up our last call, then you can respond there. 0974-870-877. Remember, we have the UPND National Youth Chairperson, Mr. Gilbert Liswaniso, here on the hot seat on Hot 87.7. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning. What's your name?
You are talking to Mr. Kawish. I work on this from 60 miles.
All right, please go ahead.
Yes, that's where the station where is Mr. Liswaniso.
Yes, it is.
What is Liswaniso?
No, tilichabe bwino muchwani mina.
Ande. Amukamba na fumi abakaonde.
Sure.
Mr. Kawish.
Sure.
For 6 miles.
Okay.
Inefani kambago cheso mbuya maona. Actually, you don't. But what I can say, quite all right, I'm not disagree according what the new Don has done so far. But looking at the time when they were campaigning 2021, there's a comeback to say no. They used to pass me to my Pamela, to my pieces, Momokos, to Jakusa. But that thing is still happening, and the Vatu and the good. And by that time, to Ezeko Pamna pieces, Ezeko Patu, right now is the 5 quarter. And to salad to Ezeko Pam quarter, and 3 quarter, tomato, 5 quarter. So why can't you make value to my commodity so that at least we are able to balance? Looking at my industry, another thing is that it makes sense of my industry. Kuribe maleba orosani mugavana yako tuwatukambira kwa zinguru kasifora chabe ma 908 looking at the situation things are bad. We are failing to balance the life. Sigangu no gula of balance just kusenza chadoka gula ni kasakaunga by that time it was just one set now
I need you to conclude, please.
240 shan. Now we are failing no more money to na landlord. Bakasirangira pari bamenei and mungaone na kamba na malai ngakale mushi. That's the reason to now kwenzo panga mafai mnani we bridge road machani ma hospital bali kutibanaye
ziko mwambiri. All right, we'll need you to just respond, then we can close.
Yes, I'll start with first Nivo Amake Angela from Garden.
And you can translate for us.
Yes,
for anyone who missed.
Yes,
the language barrier.
Is one of the callers which we need to give respect. I think from opposition and in opposition, he speaks on behalf of the community, like Mr. Proud and everybody who cause. I agree with her that things on the ground, people are complaining about these things. And when people are complaining, our duty is to listen and ensure that we tackle these matters, not by telling them, no, Sumusevenza. That's what he was telling us. Not to kuwatitikisha, because at the end of the day, yes, Wababa should be married. So that's the one. He's trying by his best, but could be married. So he's emphasizing that work on these things to reduce this issue of talking. And I admit, and I want to say that we know, all of us, what Oma Angela are going through there. It's all of us. I keep on saying, using this example, if every day people are calling you Gilbert Liswaniso, they are asking, Liswaniso, people go 100 kwacha. So, but 10, that is 1,000. That was a quote, meaning things not okay. So, but my appeal and my emphasis to the listener that your president, Akainde Chilema, as we are dealing with the issue of economy, collectively with you, is aware. He's trying his best to put things in order. He's trying by almost to bring everybody on board. that we create a lot of wealth, that people now we can enjoy the things. It is not easy. We are dealing with the economy of the country. Give us that chance. I know it's paining, but I can assure you that your President Hakainde Hichilema is aware of everything. He promised, yes, other things he promised, but the issue is we are dealing with these matters. And as we are dealing with these matters, certain matters come with a pain. But I'm saying that please, ni pempani, 10 pamoja. Vonse vene mwakamba, amina kama kane male baros, it is our duty to remind the minister and his team that please tend to visiting, tend to onekuti bantu pene wasebenza. Even when things are hard, let also an employee understand by bringing the employer and employee all together. For me, it's a message. For me, it's about engagement. And the people are happy to go to work every day. So, ni pempo yanga, ni kupempani, makamaka kopa built na Lusaka. Please, ni kupempani, 10 pamoja. Sinikana kudandaula, sinikana vene mukamba, but the issue is, President Hakainde Hichilema had a conveyor voice. That's why he's committed every day. You are able to see, having meetings, bringing people to say, these are the challenges. I need help from you people. Let's invest in solar. Let's invest in energy. All the things. He's trying his best. All we need is from you that, please support this man. And I've said, when you are supporting, I'm not saying you should praise him. No. It's about bringing the issue the way my Angela and other people are bringing all this. It's part of supporting because you don't want to keep quiet, but bring them out so that this government of Hakainde Hichilema, they are able to deal with these matters squarely. I think that is my message.
Well, we have to end here. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Mulungu akudaliseni, adalise chalo cha Zambia, adalise kateka watu wa Hakainde Hichilema, adalise na opposition leader as you are doing your job. Tisenzele pamozi, adalise wonse bantu wa Mzambia, na imwe wa wote FM, pamene mutipasa mao, usiku na mzuwa, kuleta vambili vene vichitika, akudaliseni ziko mugambili.
All right, that is UPND National Youth Chairperson, Mr. Gilbert Liswaniso. He was our guest today on the hot seat. Thank you so much for listening. If you've been watching us on Facebook, on the Hot FM Zambia Facebook page, thank you so much for watching there. Also, if you joined us on Kanele FM on 97.7 in Ndazi, thank you so much for listening as well. I've been your host, Chisha Mwambe, and look out for the next edition of the hot seat on Tuesday next week. Stay tuned. Up next is the Urban Vibe.
That was the Hot Seat. Don't forget to join next week at the same time. Exclusive to Hot 87.7.
All you need is a shake and sip to shake up your day. It won't fix broken windows or legs, but it will lift you up. Shake and sip. Shake up your day.
Buy, sell, or trade with Right Price for the best prices in town. From smartphones, TVs, fridges, laptops, gaming consoles, or sound systems, get the best offer on all your gadgets and more. Need a little extra cash?